Hello there, Sagittarius. It is so good to see you. I am Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. Today, I'm doing your weekly tarot. This is good for the week of August 29th through September 4th. I know, we're already into September. Unbelievable. So we're going to take a look at your overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details about any obstacles or advice that Spirit has for you. All right, so let's get into your reading. Okay, your animal spirit, panther spirit, reclaim your power. Now, there's this energy that I got when I saw this. It was intense. I think it's intense. It's in your core. Really very deep. Intense energy that is focused at your core. And our core is really the essence of why we are here, what we are here to do. And I want to point out the eyes in this panther here. It's like keen. It's cunning. That's what it is. It's cunning. It's like you keenly know, you are extremely aware that you are in your power and that whatever it is that you want to manifest is about to come into your life. I also want to point out that it's the number 44, a master number. But fours are all about building that strong foundation of whatever it is that we're wanting to manifest in our life in a big way. It's understanding that you have the strong foundation, the basics of, you have put into place the basics, the strong foundation of whatever it is that you're trying to create. I get the sense that putting in it's like they're showing me the very bottom of a very tall skyscraper, but it's just the foundation. And it's kind of like maybe 3 or 4 rows of I don't know, like cinder blocks or bricks, something very strong, very stable, right? It's taking you so long to build that strong foundation that is kind of like you're almost looking at it, and you're like, it took me, for some of you, maybe it took you 2, 3, 4 years, just to put in that foundation. And you're kind of like, how long is it going to take me to build the rest of this skyscraper, whatever that is that you're trying to build, whether it's a business, a career, a relationship, it's kind of like, it took me so long just to put in this first couple of rows. How long will it take me to go to the sky with this? And they're saying not to worry, because you put so much time and energy into that foundation that the rest of it is going to go up very easily. Think about it. If you put in a weak foundation, right, instead of spending 4 years putting in that foundation, you had spent 4 months, right? The difference is that as you start building the skyscraper, as you go to the heavens towards this building, whatever it is, it's going to be weak, right? You're going to have to go back and fix the foundation or put in extra supports to help this grow big and strong, right? So I feel as if Spirit is saying, no, you've done built the strong foundation so that the rest of it will go very quickly. It's like it's going to blossom. And it's interesting because it's almost, to me, looks more like a hot air balloon. Instead of the sides going straight up, it's almost like you have, the bottom of that hot air balloon, where it's kind of boxed in, but then the balloon goes out big. It's almost that's the way they're showing me. You have the orphaned energy here. I feel like this is the energy of, oh my goodness, how long is this going to take? It took me so long to get to this point. I feel like you're almost feeling as if the universe has commitment on the bottom. Yeah, I think a sense of just staying committed to this. Whatever this is, I feel it's almost as if, okay, look at her dress there. It's almost like a deflated balloon. It's almost this energy that you feel deflated perhaps at this time, or you have been feeling deflated. I'm not sure you'll continue to feel deflated. I think your balloon is about to inflate. But you may feel at this time just kind of deflated. Like it's not going up as quickly as you want. Look at what's on the bottom. They asked me to look. Happy, happy. Yeah, I feel, look at the difference in this energy, right? This is kind of gray, black and white. No color, very, sad, looking down, casting her eyes to the ground, right? And then look at this, happy, happy, colorful, bright, enthusiastic, just so much vibrancy there. And I feel as if you may be at this energy right now or have been in it for some time. And now you're going to this happy, happy. And then look what's underneath that regeneration. The phoenix rising. You are the phoenix rising. It's because you suddenly have stepped into claiming your power. It's kind of like this sense of it. You're coming into this sense. It doesn't matter how long it took me to grow that foundation, to put in that foundation. It's just going to, like, you already know, I am powerful, and I am, the rest of this, whatever you're building, is just going to go so quickly. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Sag, look at this. New beginnings. It's like your world is just starting now. It's almost as if it is just starting now. You have the travel card underneath, but some of you might be literally moving. Some of you may be completely, to me, it's almost a sense of transforming from this orphaned energy into this happy, happy. It's this, and then underneath that, increase. I can't even talk. I'm so excited for you. And then the courage. It has taken so much time and courage to continue on this path. At times you felt like you were the only one that could go into this dark forest, right? You've been in the dark forest. You're kind of like the panther that's been in the dark forest, but you've been in there. It's kind of like your eyes have adjusted to the dark. When you first went on this path, you were perhaps going for the first time into the dark forest. It's like when you enter a dark room after being in the sunshine or something, and you go into a dark room or something like that, and it takes time for your eyes to adjust. Well, guess what? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like you've been in the dark for so long that now it's not like you have to see the path. You can feel the path. It's your intuition that is coming into play to help you, to guide you on the path ahead of you. Because you have the milestone card here. This is your present energy. It's almost as if you are like keenly aware that your milestone is within reach. So it's like, okay, I'm staying laser focused. Those green eyes are laser focused on what it is that you're trying to bring in for yourself. There's no distractions. I feel like perhaps in the past, you have the flexible card here. In the past, you may have almost like bounced back and forth between ideas, or you could have had to bounce back and forth between putting time and energy into something that you wanted to build, and then time and energy into, maybe you had a parent that needed caring for, or something like that, or a child. It's kind of like you had to bend back and give to somebody else or to another situation. And then maybe you would find time to work on what you wanted to work on. But then, something else came up and you had to give your time and energy to somebody else or another situation. It's kind of like, okay, now it's just me. Now I am staying laser focused on bringing in what it is that I want for me. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is just, oh my gosh. 9 of Cups. What is under that? Oh my gosh. This has taken so long to bring in. It is literally that foundation that took so long to put into place. And now look, you have the full energy. Like you're moving forward very quickly. You have the foundation in, whatever that foundation was. For some of you, maybe you haven't actually started the business. Here's the full energy of starting the business. But what you had to do was put in a foundation. of being keenly aware of what it is that you wanted to bring into your life, of letting go of some of the other distractions that were taking your time and energy away from focusing on you and your goals and your milestones, what you wanted to bring in. For some of you, it could have been you had to go back to school. You had to you had to save up the money to go out on your own, to start your own business, to buy a house, to start a relationship. There's this energy where you have had to patiently build that foundation, but now your foundation is in, it's solid. And now it's like, yes, I can go on this path in order to bring in my 9 of Cups. Our 9 of Cups is all of our wishes being granted, coming in for us. So in your present energy, you have a milestone with the World card, entering this whole new chapter of your life, where I feel like everything's going to fall into place for you. Once again, like you were in the dark, but your eyes have adjusted to the darkness, and you're no longer looking to the external to give you the validation or the signs that you are looking for. You're feeling them from inside, because in that darkness, you found your intuition, you found your spirit guides, you found your angels, you found your own way. It's as if you have let go of all of the externals that you needed before, right? People telling you that you were on the right path, people telling you that you were doing a good job, right? And it's now kind of like, no, I have this inner knowing. That inner knowing is giving you your power, because remember, it says reclaim your power. You have reclaimed your power. You are reclaiming your power. And that power is helping you to rebirth yourself, to go into this happy cycle, right? Because with the World card, you're ending one chapter of your life and entering this definitely very abundant and happy energy. So let's see what we have. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you've been kind of blocking it, Sag. I feel like the blocking is because you just weren't sure that, it's kind of like you weren't sure you were really ready for it. It's almost as if you put in the foundation and then you think about it. If you were building a house, right, you would put in some sort of foundation, and then where I live, like they put in the foundation and then the inspector has to come out and check the foundation to make sure it's solid. So before they start building the house, right? It's almost like you put in your foundation and then you called up the inspector and said, all right, come inspect my foundation. And the inspector came in and the inspector said, yeah, your foundation's good. And you're like, well, I'm not really sure. I think I'll call another inspector. I want a second opinion. And then that person says, yes, your foundation's good. You're good to go, Sag. And you were like, well, I'm not sure yet. And then you called a third or a fourth or a fifth person, right? Because you wanted validation, okay, that your foundation was in place, that you were good to go. So it's almost as if you may have, for some reason, held yourself back. The judgment card is here. I feel like you wanted validation. You wanted others to judge you in a way in which they would validate that, yes, you were ready to build the house, right? It's really kind of interesting. It was only because you were kind of like not quite confident in yourself yet. It was this energy of, I need a little bit more courage. I'll go into the forest, but only so far. I want to be able to make sure that I know where I'm going. And now you're really stepping into we have the 9 of Wands underneath that. Okay, it's taken a long time. I want to say you have the 10 of Pentacles underneath that. This is the legacy wealth. This is the abundance, the long-term abundance that you are looking for. This could be an actual material things, but it can also be a relationship. So if you're looking for a long-term committed relationship, this could also be a long-term committed relationship coming in after a very long time of building that foundation and making sure that it was solid. It's almost as if you go within yourself and you're kind of like, you know what? I really did. I filled up my cup, because the Queen of Cups, she knows She has to fill up her own cup before she can fill up the cups of others. She has to heal herself before she can heal others. I feel like you are now not relying on the validation of external people, of external circumstances, because you have finally filled up your own cup. You have recognized that it's not what everybody else thinks about you, it's what you think about you. And that is exactly what brings back your power, right? You've been in the dark, but now it's kind of like you're not afraid of the dark because you can see in the dark. You can see in the dark because you are tapping into your intuition. Once again, you're not looking to the external to tell you how to go. You're listening to your own intuition. So the dark doesn't scare you. When you're standing on the edge of this forest, you're like, I don't care how dark it is. I don't care that I can't see the path. I'm trusting the universe. I'm trusting myself. I'm listening to my intuition and moving forward in that way. And then it brings you to your 10 of Cups. I mean, my goodness. The joy, the abundance, the love, the success, the prosperity, everything that you have been wishing for, okay, is coming your way. But it's like intuitively you already knew that it was coming your way. It was almost as if you were blocking it because you weren't sure you were quite ready for this. Which I know sounds kind of, strange. Why would anybody block their own happiness and success? Well, it is in a way because when it finally comes in, I think you're going to be in this place of truly enjoying it. Whereas in the past, if it had come in earlier, and I know some of you are going to comment about this, but if it had come in like a year ago, and you didn't have to have this growth that you have perhaps had over the last year, you may have actually sabotaged it. Okay, it may have come in and then for some reason you would have felt like you weren't truly worthy of it yet or something like that. And, subconsciously sabotaged it in some way. Now you're truly ready for it because your foundation is so secure. It is so solid. So it's kind of like this 10 of Cups comes in. It's taken longer, but it's here to last. You have the 10 of Pentacles. It's here to last. I feel like maybe if it had come in a year ago or whatever, right? It's almost as if you would have sabotaged it because you would have thought it's not going to last because nothing lasts in my life. I had a tremendous love, but it ended. I had a great business, but it ended. I had a wonderful career, but it ended. Now you're understanding, wait a minute. The reason that those relationships, situations, careers ended was because you did not have that solid foundation. Now you know that you have the solid foundation. Whatever you are manifesting in is going to last. And you intuitively also know that. So here is your obstacle. This is, your obstacle, your area of resistance that you are working on this week or maybe the next week or two. Planning and action and the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups can mean a couple of different things. It can mean a soulmate connection, somebody coming in that is a true soulmate connection. It can also mean a business partner, okay, that is coming in to team up with you, right? You've built in this great foundation, right? And now this person is going to come in and help you to build whatever it is, build that huge skyscraper to the sky. And they are coming in onto your path now because you have done the work of building that strong foundation. Now, the other thing is that the 2 of Cups can really also represent you coming into balance within yourself, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We have both of those, every one of us, but it's not about gender. It's really about the energies. Divine masculine is about taking action on those things that we want to bring into our life. Divine feminine is allowing them to come in. So I feel like maybe some of you have been very active in trying to manifest what it is that you've been wanting. But at the same time, remember we had the blocking card, the 2 of Swords, You've been blocking it from coming in because you needed to work a little bit more on your divine feminine, but now you have. Think about it. You have both of these. Both of these are coming into play. That's why your foundation is so strong. And whatever it is that you're trying to manifest is going to last. It's this sense of coming into union, either with another person or within yourself, that will help you to take action, to actually allow whatever it is that you've been working on to manifest. So now let's take a look at what your advice is. We have the Death card. Now remember, you have the World card. This is something that you have been thinking about, is stepping into a new world, whatever that means. A new relationship, a new job, a new career. You've been working on this. This is something that you have been wanting to bring in. And now finally, with the Death card, that last chapter is closing so that you can open this new chapter of your honoring path. This is your soul's purpose. You know, it's about understanding that our purpose comes out of the pain that we experience. Not only have you come out of the pain, you have done a tremendous job of healing the pain. And out of that healing, you can now take your wisdom, your insight, the healing that you have found for yourself, you can now share that with others. And that could be through your creative abilities, a business, it could be a healing business like a spa, a Reiki salon, it could be starting a YouTube channel, right? Of any sort, writing a book, starting any kind of business, maybe about exercise, nutrition. It doesn't matter what your actual spiritual gift is. It's about honoring now the path moving forward because you have done the healing. You are ready to help others heal. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're leaving behind. Okay, the message I'm getting here is that maybe up until this point, or maybe, even like in the last 3 months or so, you have been focusing on what you have lost or what you were going to lose when you stepped onto this path. Now you are leaving that energy. You're changing your focus to what you have lost or what you may lose, to focusing on where you're going, on what it is that you're trying to bring in. Because remember, you're focusing. Now your whole focus is on the happiness that you are wanting to bring into your life. You're no longer focusing on what has happened in the past. You've moved on from that. And because of that, you are reclaiming your power. You have not only your power, but you have the keen insight about what it is that you want to manifest in your life. Because look at what we have here, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is that energy of, yeah, I know where I'm going. Nobody's stopping me, right? In the past, you might have been a little too flexible, a little bit too giving to other people. A little people pleasing, right? A lot of people pleasing. Now you're like, nope, I know where I'm going and no one is stopping me. But with a sense of knowing that you're working with spirit, that you are working with others in order to bring in whatever it is your soul's purpose journey is about. And then the Six of Cups, I really love this. This is really tapping back into your inner child of understanding that you have had the vision of whatever it is that you are building, whether it's a relationship, job, career, situation, that you have had this within yourself, okay, since childhood. It's almost like, oh my goodness, I am reconnecting to that, that young me. It's almost like you're looking back to, yourself when you were 6 years old and going, oh my goodness, I've stepped onto my path. I am finally kind of stepping into what I always wanted to do. And, it doesn't mean, like say you were, I don't know, say you wanted to be an astronaut when you were 6, right? And you're like, well, I'm not being an astronaut. No, but what was it about being an astronaut that really enticed you? I mean, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid. The thing is for me, it was that sense of discovery, of really honestly having the courage to go to new worlds, right? And you have the world card, of going to the moon or going out into space. There's a little bit of risk involved in it. And yet also this sense of being like the first person to go somewhere. And I feel as if there's almost a sense of that, of knowing that you are a trailblazer, you know, the King of Wands energy, that you are blazing the trail for other starseeds, light workers, you know, people in search of healing. You're understanding that you had to go through the dark forest, right? You had to go through all of this pain that you have experienced in order to step into the energy of being a spiritual leader, of being a guide for others, of shining your light brightly and helping to lead other people. You know, think about an athlete, like an Olympic athlete. Okay, they don't train for a couple of weeks or even a couple of months and then, you know, qualify to go to the Olympics and then win a gold medal, right? I mean, it's literally a journey from childhood. When they first started, you know, loving just the feeling of running, right? You know, and then they become a track star, right? Or, you know, if they're a swimmer, they always loved swimming. They were always passionate about swimming. They didn't necessarily, they weren't maybe even at 6 thinking they wanted to be an Olympian athlete. They just knew that they loved swimming. Now, the pathway, okay, came maybe later, but I feel like that's you. You've always had this passion. You're returning to this passion that you had as a child and now recognizing, wait a minute, I've had that passion since I was a child. Now I'm stepping into kind of like the adult, the adult form of that passion. So wonderful. Okay, so let's take a look at your soul truth card. What risk can I take today? Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. What risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous. There you go. You got the courageous card, and you will discover what you are really made of. And that is exactly this energy, right? You know what you're made of. And so now you're stepping into it, of just truly owning it. Oh my goodness. Oh, Sag. That's a wonderful reading. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd be so honored to do a reading for you. And I really and truly have enjoyed your journey getting to this point. I mean, I know for the last year you have been struggling. You know, it's almost been, you know, you felt like you were going uphill for so long. And now I feel like you're really stepping into this lovely energy of honoring everything there is about you and loving it, like truly loving it, feeling the fulfillment, the satisfaction of what you have overcome, how brave you have been, how powerful you are. So I wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope you have a great week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.